Welcome back, Boops here with Xbox pickups today, as well as a bonus. So I was always a PlayStation fan growing up, but since I started my collection, I've expanded to include everything I can. I find that the 360 is a little easier to collect for because the games are cheaper. I did have a bunch of experience growing up with the 360s. Most of my friends had one, and I remember them waiting months to get their red ring fixed while I was playing on my PS3. Either way, both great consoles, great to collect for. Starting with the original Xbox, we have Playboy The Mansion. This is a simulation game similar to the Sim series, but with some obvious differences. You get to control and customize Playboy Mansion, as well as experience some of the infamous Playboy Playmate parties. One of the main things you do in the game is you create a magazine issue each month, and it requires a bunch of things you need, including a cover model, which I believe you get to choose, and photograph yourself. Me and my friend randomly watched someone review the game on YouTube, and I decided I had to add it to the collection. Next, we have Bloodwake. My friend pointed this game out at the store. He said he loved it growing up, so I had to try it. Bloodwake is one of the original launch titles for the original Xbox. It's a naval combat game that is heavily story-driven. I don't believe there were any other modes besides story. It looks pretty cool and a lot of fun.
Chain guns are deadly accurate at close range. Best of all, you'll never run out of ammo.
Moving to the Xbox 360, we got World at War Limited Collector's Edition. I remember these from back in the day and I always wanted one. I found one online for a pretty good price.
Members of the Senate of the House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Ambush! This is one of my favorite Call of Duties. I was playing Battlefield mainly when Modern Warfare 1 and 2 were out, but I do remember playing World at War and loving the online part as well. In my PS3 pickup video, I bought like 4 different Call of Duties and I tested the online of each of them to see if people were still playing, and they were. I'm pretty sure I need like an Xbox membership to play online, so I did test the servers on PS3 with people still playing them, but I did encounter some cheaters. Some people with God mode, infinite ammo, really ruined the fun, really killed the vibes. The other PS3 games I tested online, I think I had, like, they were fun, enjoyable, no one was really cheating, but every game I tried to find in World at War, somebody was cheating, and it kind of ruined the experience. Anyways, the limited collector's edition comes with this canteen. There was a bunch of controversy back in the day because people were expecting this canteen to actually be usable, but the cap is actually sealed on. There's no way to take it off. There's no way to actually use it. It's more so just a display piece. I still think it's really cool, and I want it in my collection.
You are strong? 貴様は強くない。強情なやつめ。
Don't tell him a fucking thing.
米兵どもはみんなこうなのか。貴様は強くない。
Miller, you're okay. Thank God. We're gonna make them pay for what they've done.
Fuckers! Grab a rifle. We're gonna tear this place apart. Roebuck, signal the strike team. We are go! Boom, boom, boom! Right through you! Take the left!
Stay with me.
Next, we have Beautiful Katamari. I was surprised to see this game on Xbox, because generally it's a PlayStation title. Katamari is an action puzzle game where you roll around a ball, trying to collect objects to make it bigger. It's got a lot of challenge to it. At the same time, it's quite relaxing. In my PS3 and PS2 pickup videos, you'll see that I purchased some of the Katamari games in the series. I own most of them now, I believe. This is the Xbox 360 version. In 2007, they were supposed to release a PS3 version of Katamari. But developing was taking a lot longer than usual, probably due to the PS3 being hard to develop and make games on. So instead of rushing the PS3 version, they decided to make a 360 version. It's one of my favorite series that I just recently discovered, and I highly recommend. I also just noticed there's some criticism about this game. You needed a 1,500,000 kilometer sized Katamari to beat the game, but in order to get that size, you had to purchase DLC. There were several DLC stages, and essentially, I guess they weren't like bonus DLC, they were kind of part of the main game structure and the way that you would complete the game, so you had to purchase the DLC. We got Forza Motorsport 2. I already own this, but it's as like a dual pack, which is kind of weird, but also kind of cool to have in your collection. I don't think I need to say much about Forza. I love cars. got Forza Motorsport 3. Now I think I own all the Forza games in the Horizons and the Motorsport series, besides the new ones. I love cars. And we also have Forza Horizon 2, but for the 360. I think most people recognize this game as an Xbox One game and probably don't even realize that there is a 360 version. I watched a YouTuber, Dustin, play this game. He titled the video, "The 360 game Xbox doesn't want you to know about." This was back when some games had a, PS3 version as well as a PS4 version. But this port to the 360 is horrible and notoriously bad. If you want to see how ridiculous this port is, go watch Dustin's video. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's pretty hilarious that this exists.
Bad luck.
Open your eyes. Listen closely to the sound of my voice. With every word and every number, you move faster and faster. On the count of 10, you will be in Horizon. I say, 1. Your pulse begins to quicken. 2. Your friends rattle in the back seat. 3. You're moving faster and faster, the ocean roaring beside you. 4. Your thoughts begin to wash away in a cloud of wind and dust. 5. Colored lights flurry in the distance. 6. The lights shudder. Everything lost in a thin blue haze. 7. You hurtle faster and faster into infinity. 8. The crowd thunders. 9. You cross into a larger, more colorful world. On the count of 10, everything you've ever known fades away. You will be in Horizon. I say, 10.
Next, we have Minecraft, the Xbox 360 version. I gotta have Minecraft on everything. Looking online, it looks like the last update was the aquatic, and after that, the 360 version did not get any more support. It's Minecraft. What do you want me to say? Next, we have the original farming simulator. I recently was playing 3 of these games on my PlayStation Vita. I don't know why, but I love those versions. They're a little more simplified than the newer releases, and it's kind of fun to take it with you portably. This is what I believe is the original. I think it was also released as Farming Simulator 2008 on other consoles and systems, so there might be a different name, but same game. It's kind of hard to figure out. Anyways, super random, but I really enjoy this series. Maybe not so much the newer games, but the older games. Definitely gonna try this one out. And our last game, we have a few other items afterwards. We got Rise of Nightmares. This is a survival game made for the Xbox Kinect. This was actually the first Kinect game I tried. and it kind of worked surprisingly well. I only played 10 minutes, so it could have went downhill from there. After trying this game, I decided to buy like a dozen or so Xbox Connect games. I'm gonna try those in a separate video. Subscribe so you don't miss that. I'll be trying a bunch of Connect games for the first time, or second time, I guess you could say. Moving on to the end, we got one more thing. I recently decided to pick up a Xbox Series X, mostly just for the collection. I also got the Xbox Pro controller. I actually don't know what this is called, but it's the equivalent of the PlayStation Edge Pro controller. It's actually not a bad design. It's the original, Xbox controller layout. Instead of having just 2 paddles like the PlayStation Edge controller, you can actually add 4 paddles to the bottom. It's pretty cool. You can also just plop out the analog sticks and replace them with a different size or shape. You can also swap the D-pad out. You can just pull that right out, plop in a different D-pad. Pretty cool. It has a built-in battery this time around. That's dope. Overall, really nice controller. I think these are cheaper than the PlayStation ones. And it comes with a nice case. We've reached the end of the video. I know there wasn't too many games I picked up for the Xbox. It's usually for other consoles. I generally think there's more games to collect for other consoles. I have a bunch of other videos on my channel. I'll leave links to some of them in the description. I also recently did the PS2 pickups and the PS3 pickups. Those videos should be out with links everywhere. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Coming up, we got a bunch of PSP pickups. PS4 PS5 will be together. We're going to do PSVita pickups, and then a Nintendo video. Bunch of different systems. And we got more collecting for future videos down here below. So, stay tuned.